Hi guys, welcome back to Love Budgeting Co. and I am Marie. I do here budgeting videos. Thank you so much to everyone that has taken the time to subscribe as well as to watch the videos. Thank you so much for your support and for continuing to be here. If you're new here, I am Marie. I live on the island of Puerto Rico and I am a single mom of a little boy. I don't have a job and I just do side hustles to be able to pay for things, right? I also live in a relative's home, so I don't have my own home. That's why a lot of times when you see my budgeting videos, you will not see the expenses, right? Right now, my goal is to go from a digital download shop to a physical shop. If you guys want to see the digital downloads, you can go to the link down below, KOFI, and you guys can see there all the digital downloads. And I am working towards making a physical shop. That way I will be able to move soon. Excuse me, if you guys know, in the last video, if you watched, I did have a severe cough, which wound up being a sinus infection, and I had never gotten one of those before in my life. I did not know that came with all this cough. It was like a bronchitis cough type of situation, but they said no, that it was just from the sinus infection. And two weeks and a half later, we are still dealing with the cough. It's not as bad as it was. And now we have Sahara Desert dust, and that's like whipping up my allergies. So if I sound raspy and my voice goes in and out and it's cracking, it's all of that mess. I'm still trying to get I was medicated in the ER for the sinus infection, so they also gave me some antibiotics. So that's what we're gonna see here in the stinking funds tracking. We're doing the February. I was so happy because we managed to save up so much in the sinking funds for February. I was not expecting to be sick during my birthday, but I was. But the cool thing was that my son actually baked me cupcakes, and he, all by himself, he said, "Mom, put the candle in the cupcake," and he just started singing happy birthday by himself. He said, "I'm not waiting for anybody." So he just started singing happy birthday to me. So that was a fantastic moment there. And we did start saving here, which I was happy to save. But I'm gonna go with this over with you guys. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. And we have to, let me see how I can push my arm in here without knocking you guys over. Hopefully you guys can see. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can zoom you in. Okay. There, because we're going to be doing a little bit of writing. So we had here for back to school, it stayed in zero, right? Because we had our starting balance of, good Lord, I can't even talk today. Starting balance of 0. We added 0 and we subtracted 0. So we stayed there. And then in the emergency fund, we actually managed to deposit $1, having 0 taken out, because I didn't use that to pay for my ER visit. I didn't want to take that out. So I used, you guys will see down the line what I did use, because that was a pretty penny. Not as much as some of you guys that go to the ER, but you know, for me it still was a lot. So I have a $2 in my emergency fund. Then my son's B-Day was 0, which I do have to start putting money into that. Mother's Day I put 0. We took out 0, 0. Father's Day 0, 0, 0. Halloween and Christmas 0, 0. And then we got Easter. Now, Valentine's Day, we did 15, but we had 10. And then we added 5. But then we took out, I believe, let me check back here. Oh my goodness, where did I leave the closing? If you guys saw the closing, you saw how much we had to take out. This is why I need like a notebook or something, because I don't do well with all this papers like this. This is not my thing, my body. We spent $28.92. $28.92, which that means we didn't accomplish, right, the goal of, I mean, we were supposed to save 60. Where did I leave my calculator? Where did I leave the calculator? Here we go. So that means we didn't accomplish our goal of 60, but we had $28.92 minus, we were $13.92 short, right? Minus $13.92. So that's what we came up short with. Not bad, but not the best, right? So this is to avoid this. That's why we want to do the monthly savings, so that we avoid being in a negative. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but what we want to do is fully fund it without having to take out from another fund. I mean, if you got to do it, then, you know, handle your business. But what we want to eventually do is not have to take out from another fund to fund a Valentine's Day or a holiday, right? Or a birthday. But I did not take out from the emergency fund, because that ain't no emergency, honey. And then cart maintenance, we did 0. Added 0. Glasses 0. Added 0. Sam's Club and Costco, we have not funded none of that. And I don't know if I'm going to renew that, so that's on iffy. Medical, we put 0. Or I should say medical, we added because we took that out from here. We took out of the business fund to be able to do my ER visits. And medical, oh wait, medical you're not gonna see in this one. Okay, wait, that's still not, the ER visit is not taken out here in February. It'll be taken out in, God, we're already in March and I'm still behind. So we're gonna put 0 here for the moment, because you'll see the update, the March update, be fixed. So let's just say we still have 40 in here. And clothing and shoes, we had 20. We added 0, but we took out, how much did we take out? We took out $47.13. And that was my son's so that's $27.13 over. And card tax is 0. And my handicap tag was 0. So that's how this went in our total. We started off with $31, right? And we added 46. We subtracted $28.92 plus 47.13, $76.05. So if we add, what was it? 46 plus 31 is 77. So these two give me 77, and we had in 76.05, and we have a total left of $42. You're like, Marie, the math ain't mathing. No, the math ain't mathing, of course. Okay, so here, the thing with this is that this money that was here was supposed to be divided into other sinking funds, right? Like, let's say this money here was supposed to be added into car maintenance, into the emergency fund, into son's b-day, right? So instead of me dividing the money into the sinking funds that I had to, I left it all together and I subtracted this. So basically this money should have been all put here, and from there we were going to subtract, right? But I used it all and wasn't able ever to divide it into the sinking funds that it was supposed to belong to. Therefore, we have $42 left, which you guys will see that in March, the 42 is going to go down as well, because we had an emergency ER visit, which was, that's what the emergency fund is for, but we didn't have that emergency fund where we wanted. Let me zoom you guys out a little bit. But we didn't get that emergency fund to where we wanted it. So that's, that's where things are going downhill, because when we have these like ER visits and stuff that we're not expecting, which we should have like in the medical fund, is where we should have this money added. It's not there. I don't have a stable income to be able to divide into where I want to divide and how I want to divide it. So that's why we could not have it into the sinking funds, but still we're making progress, because we were still able to save, and also we were able to cover Valentine's Day, and we were able to cover the clothing and shoes. My son had lost his jacket and I was able to buy a new one, which he loves because it's actually a little bit bigger, so it's his size and he just loves it. So, and it also matches his uniform very nicely. So we were able to do this, so I'm not getting to where I want to get, because I eventually want to have in all of my sinking funds something saved up, but at least I am starting. I do have something. We were with since September we had our sinking funds in zero. I'm sorry about that. That's healed already, but it stayed kind of reddish. So since September it has been in zero, and we were September, October, November, December with those sinking funds like non-existent. So now, like, being able, like January, even though the app income is very low right now, because my app income is nowhere near where it normally is, like $20, $40, $50, it's nowhere near. I'm still, managing to save up here and there, which to me is still, it's still success, and it's still giving me positive vibes. So doesn't matter, guys. Little steps at a time will get you where you need to get to, as long as we're still putting in, right? So thank you guys so much for being a part of my community. If you guys want to check the KOFI or KOFI shop down below, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for being a part of my community, and for always sticking around, and all your positive feedback in the comment section. And I'll catch you guys in our next video.